afternoon, Yonatan, and welcome back to more children's Torah stories. Today, we are carrying on with the story of King Shaul. It's the same puppet we used for Paro, but now this puppet is not Paro anymore. This is now King Shaul and his son, Prince Yonatan. You don't want me to use this one. Should I use a different one? We'll use a different one for King Shaul. So, this will be King Shaul today.
Yes.
Okay. So, King Shaul, I know he looks a little bit not like a king, but he's really a king. King Shaul and his son, Prince Yonatan. And remember last time, they gathered the Jewish army together and they got ready to fight against the Plishtim. Boo! Plishtim, boo! Wow. The Plishtim came together with so many soldiers, 30,000 chariots, 6,000 horsemen, and as many soldiers as the sand on the seashore. And some of the Jewish people started getting a little bit scared. I think I'd better go home. I think I'd better hide. And King Shaul was saying, guys, remember we need to wait for Shmuel because he said he will come after 7 days. And 4 days went by and 5 days and people started running away. And 6 days, and on day 7, Shmuel still hadn't come. He still hadn't come. What are we going to do? You know what? We'll start fighting now. And then Shmuel arrived, and Shmuel said, No. I told you to wait for me, but I was scared, and the people, and no. And do you remember what King Shmuel said, Yonatan? I'm sorry, because you did not listen to me. Your family will not be the kings forever. It was going to be that you guys would be the king family of the Jewish people. That after you, Shaul, it would be your son Yonatan, and after him it would be his son. But no, not anymore, because you didn't listen nicely. But that's for another day. For now, let's fight these bad Plishtim and let's chase them all away. So that was what happened. Shaul went with some of the army, and Yonatan went with just one friend, just Shaul and Yonatan, and the two of them went off together to go and fight with some of the Plishtim. Well, the Plishtim were standing up on one mountain, and Yonatan and his friend were standing on the other mountain, and there was a big, what's called a valley in between. There was like a gap in between these two mountains. So Yonatan said, okay, Mr. Friendly Friend, I've got an idea. Let's go and fight those Plishtim and chase them away. And his friend said, I'm a little bit scared to go and do that. There's only 2 of us, and there's so many of them up there on that mountain. I've got an idea, said Yonatan. My idea is like this. We're going to go down, and then we're going to wave up to them at the top of the mountain. Hello, Plishtim. Hi, we want to fight with you. And then let's listen to what the Plishtim say. If they say, we're coming down to fight with you, then we stay at the bottom and wait for them to come down and fight. But if they say, come on up and fight with us, then that means Hashem will help us and we can chase up the hill and chase them all away. Does that sound like a good idea? Okay, sounds like a great idea. Let's go. So they're up on the one mountain, Plishtim are up on the other mountain. Okay, down the mountain. Vroom. Hey, Plishtim. Oh, look, those are two Jewish soldiers, Yonatan and his friend. What do you think they're going to say, Yeladim? If they're going to say, we'll come down and fight you, give me a thumbs up. Okay, if they're going to say, you come up and fight us, give me a thumbs up. Okay, let's see who guessed it right. Come on up and fight us. Okay, that means Hashem will let us chase them away. Run. Fighting. No, they're too strong for us. Run away. Yay! Thank you, Hashem, for helping us chase away those Plishtim. Can you believe it? Just two guys. Just two Jewish guys. Yonatan and his friend chased away a whole little army of Plishtim. Good work, Yonatan. That was really excellent. Well, that's what they did. And then something else started happening. Because all the rest of the Plishtim were hearing, what's going on? We heard there were some strong Jewish soldiers who chased some of us away. And then, suddenly, the ground started to shake. Do you know what it was? It was an earthquake. An earthquake started shaking the ground. But just like in the main place where the Plishtim were, where the Jewish soldiers were, they were safe. Oh, it's so calm and peaceful. Just a little bit of a shake, but no problem. And where the Plishtim were, whoa, we're falling over everywhere. Boom, bunks on our head. Oh no, we're falling all over the place. Hashem is fighting against us. We'd better run away. So many of the Plishtim started getting scared and running away. And Shaul said, okay, I can see that a lot of Plishtim got chased away by that earthquake. Are there any Jewish people that we're missing? Are there any of the Jewish soldiers who aren't around? Go look for everyone. Okay, I'm looking for all the Jewish peoples. Everyone here. There's someone who's not here. There's two people who aren't here. Yonatan. Here we are, they said. Everyone was here. There's only two people who aren't there. That is Yonatan and his friend. We don't know where Yonatan and his friend are. We know where they are, don't we, Yeladim? They're up on the mountain chasing away Plishtim. But in King Shaul's army, they didn't know where Yonatan and his friend were. Oh, where could they be? Yay, we found these ones. Thank you, Tori. Yay, we found all these Jewish people. It's only Yonatan and his friend that we don't know what to do. And then meanwhile, the Plishtim started getting more and more scared. And one of the Plishtim was saying, oh no, more enemies are coming. Quickly, attack. Rah! And then these other Plishtim were on this side. Oh no, more enemies are coming. Attack! But guess what? They were all Plishtim fighting each other. They thought it was the Jewish people chasing them. Boom, boom, boom. Basically, they ended up punching themselves in the head. They got so confused. No, fight with the baddies. Ow, 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 they're hitting me. Ow, ow. The Plishtim started fighting each other and fighting themselves and falling all over the place. Guys, it was crazy. The Jewish people didn't even have to fight them anymore because they were all fighting each other. And there's one more thing I must tell you that I'm sorry to say. It wasn't only Plishtim in the Plishtim army. Do you know who else was in the Plishtim army? Some Jewish people were also in the Plishtim army. Now, I know what you're thinking. That's cray-cray. That's ridiculous. Why would Jewish people be in the Plishtim army fighting other Jewish people? Well, I'm sorry to tell you, Yeladim, that some Jewish people were so scared of the Plishtim that they said, Plishtim, we will do whatever you say. We will even be in your army and fight other Jewish people. That's a very sad thing that they were doing that. But I can't tell you a lie, Yeladim. That's what happened. There were Jewish people in the Plishtim army. But when they saw what was happening, that Yonatan and his one friend had chased away so many Plishtim, that Hashem was making an earthquake shaking the Plishtim around, that the Plishtim started bonking themselves in the head and fighting with other Plishtim, these Jewish people said, we are not going to be in the Plishtim side anymore. We are going to be on the Jewish people's side again. We're coming, King Shaul. We're coming to be part of the Jewish people's army again. And now suddenly things were going even better for the Jewish people, because the Plishtim said, oh no, even the Jewish people who were on our side are now fighting against us. And the Plishtim started running away. And King Shaul said, okay, Jewish people, Hashem is being so good to us. Hashem is helping us so much. We need to make sure that we are chasing away the Plishtim the whole day. Nobody is allowed to stop for lunch. Don't eat any food. If you stop to eat food, the Plishtim will be able to go and hide and come back and fight us later on. So you cannot stop for lunch. You need to just chase away Plishtim. Okay? Okay. You all got it? No lunch or you go to jail. Okay, no lunch or we go to jail. Meanwhile, on the forest floor, some bees. Buzz, 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 buzz. This is a bee. Look, it's black and yellow. It's a bee. Buzz, 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 buzz. Some bees had made some honey, and that honey had dripped down onto the forest floor. And a bunch of the Jewish people are running along. We're chasing Plishtim, we're chasing Plishtim. Oh, look at that honey. Looks so delicious. But King Shaul said, no eating anything, no eating lunch. We will not eat the honey. We will leave it for another time. Run, oh, run, run, chasing more Plishtim, chasing more Plishtim. But meanwhile, Prince Yonatan and his friend never heard what King Shaul said, because remember, they were busy chasing away other Plishtim. King Shaul said, no one's allowed to have any lunch. They didn't hear that, so they were walking along, and Yonatan said, oh, yum yum, some delicious honey on the floor. Time for lunch. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, that's so good. I feel strong again. I was getting so tired from chasing Plishtim the whole day long. Now I feel much more better and much more stronger. And one of the others said, oh no, Yonatan, Prince Yonatan, you're not allowed to eat lunch. Your dad, King Shaul, said no one can eat lunch a whole day. You're going to go to jail. Okay, I understand. I didn't know my dad said that. I don't think it makes so much sense though, because we don't need to go and sit down and spend the whole day having lunch. But isn't it a good idea to have a little bit of lunch so that we can be strong to go and chase away the Plishtim? I think we would do even better if we stopped for just a few minutes to have some lunch, and then we could carry on. But if my dad said no lunch, that's fine. Let's carry on chasing away Plishtim. Well, that is what they did. And then King Shaul said at the end of the day, well done, guys. you have done so well today. Let's quickly make a table here where we can give some presents to Hashem. Hashem, thank you so much for helping us. There were so many bad Plishtim, and there were not so many of us, and it looked like it was going to be a scary day. But you promised you would help us, and thank you so much, Hashem, that you helped us. Now I hope that no one broke the rule. I hope no one had lunch. King Shaul, there was one person who did have lunch. What? Someone had lunch? I said no lunch allowed. You have to chase away the Plishtim. I know that's what you said, but someone didn't know and they did eat lunch. Well, that one... Yes, well done. Well, that one is going to have to go to jail. But Dad, it's me, Prince Yonatan. I had some honey for lunch because I didn't know that you made the rule. Oh no, Yonatan, you one of the heroes. You one of the best of all the Jewish people. But sorry, you broke the rules. You have to go to jail. What do you think, Yeladim? Should Yonatan go to jail? Is that a great idea? No. Firstly, he didn't know. Secondly, it's a bit of a silly rule to put someone in jail just for eating lunch. Well, all the Jewish people also said, no, 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 King Shaul, I'm sorry. I know you are the king, but you are not allowed to put Yonatan in jail. Yonatan is so good, and he didn't even know. And it's also a bit of a silly rule not to eat lunch. So I'm sorry, King Shaul, we will not let you take Yonatan to jail. Okay, says King Shaul, and he was really obviously quite happy about that because he thought he had to put his son in jail because that's what he said. But he didn't want to put his own son. Is that a crocodile? Wow. But he didn't want to put his own son in jail because he loved him and he did see he was a real hero. Okay, he can go eat some food. It was only a rule for people. Yay, Yonatan doesn't have to go to jail because that's what the people said. Hooray. And that is how King Shaul and Prince Yonatan and the Jewish people, with Hashem's help, chased away a massive army of Plishtim. But now, Yeladim, is coming King Shaul's biggest test yet. Because tomorrow we are going to hear how Hashem wanted King Shaul to fight against the people of Amalek. And the people of Amalek were the worstest, baddest, meanest, horriblest people in the whole world. And Hashem said, King Shaul, chase them all away. Did he listen? Or didn't he? Did the Jewish people win? Or did the people of Amalek? All that and more on our next exciting episode of Children's Torah Stories. Shalom, Yeladim. Bye.